Hello, my name is Emiliana, and I would like to talk about how to heal different aspects of self. What makes us who we are besides us existing here in this, I call it a meat suit. I'll talk about myself a little bit so you'll understand me and how I got my information. I would have to say I started at a hospital working there, and after a while of working there I realized that me holding on to people, allowing them to use me as support and walking with them, they would always feel better. And almost like 6 or 7 minutes after the walk I would feel very tired, where it was so bad where I felt I had to put my head down and just get drained, pretty much drained. That happened many times, and it would simply take me eating a lot for some reason, would bring me back to where I need to be. But then, you know how it is with us women who have children, the weight likes to stick on us, and just, we have to shake very hard to get rid of it. But anyway, with all that happening, I realized that these people feeling better, they were being healed. Even knowing that, I still kept on doing it because I had no choice. I had to figure out how to protect myself from that happening, and that's how my process of healing myself started. So with that, I had to create different ways of protecting myself, and that left me searching. So with me searching different things, I knew already, but I have a name for it. I had a learning I don't know what to, I don't want to say it's a disability because it's not. If I would call it that, it would pretty much be saying that me having this ability, it's an ability to learn differently, allowed me to be who I am today. Because if I was like everyone else, I would not be who I am today. And this learning ability did not allow me to just go into a bookstore and read the books and get my knowledge that way. Because of that, I had to go and get special testing, and they diagnosed me as being dyslexic. So there are a lot of people out there in the world that are dyslexic, and there are a lot of famous people that are dyslexic. And because of that, that was my way of getting around things. I had to intuitively, communicating with my angels and guides. They helped me with understanding things a lot better than I think I know. So going into different bookstores, looking at different things and trying to understand it. There was a little thing at work. They said they were advertising for people to learn Reiki. So that's where I started. I went to learn Reiki. And after I learned Reiki 1, I felt I had so many questions that I didn't have answers for. So many questions. And I felt my teacher was not telling me everything. Like something was missing, because how am I getting all of this? She does not have an answer for it. So I took Reiki 2. There are 3 or 4 stages of Reiki. After I took Reiki 2, I realized everything she taught. There were some things I didn't know, but still the questions I had I did not get answers for them. So even with knowing all that, that was from now today's date. It has been 19 years from my first initial taking Reiki 1. With knowing that, I started searching. I went to this man that's a shaman. He's wonderful, and he recommended this wonderful person to me. I went to see, and she answered all my questions. And this woman is wonderful. She was a massage therapist and also a Reiki master. So I finished all my Reiki degrees from her, and now I'm a Reiki master. But even with all of that, there's only so far anyone can go with teaching you stuff. They can only teach you everything that they know and everything that they get. So I also learned therapeutic touch and quantum healing. These are different aspects of healing, like Reiki. They just give it a different name, but it's all about energy. My qualifications, I don't know. I went to school to be a massage therapist, and it was a struggle there. The people there at the school were wonderful. They helped me. They gave me tutors. They paid for the tutors to help me because they knew I had a learning, and I have certification saying that. And they were wonderful, helping me throughout my struggle. I didn't finish with my class, but I did. And it took me about 3 years to pass and get my massage certificate. And when I saw that very small card, and all these years of struggling and studying, I veg out for about 2 months and didn't study. And I veggie watched Supernatural and other things because it gave my brain a break from studying consistently. Studying for 3 years. And I felt, for me, if I had someone studying with me, I felt I would have done better, because one of the things I realized for me, because I have a learning disability, I was studying and memorizing everything wrong. I misunderstood the information. The other thing too is the questions that they give you when you go to take the test to get your certifications. It's questions from all over the United States. And they only teach you this much in New England, where we are. Stuff that they teach in Florida and other places, they don't teach us here. So some of the questions might be mingled with other questions or different things they teach other places. It's a universal test, but what we learn is not, from everywhere. So that was, a hole in my bucket that I couldn't go into and figure out what was going on with that. And even when I went to take my tests with the boards, I had a special person to read the test for me. So it was a struggle. It was a long struggle, but I am grateful for sticking with it after so many times of taking the tests. So with doing that, I volunteered at a hospital. I did over 600 hours. And one time, I had 19 people I did Reiki on. I went into every room, I worked on them, and then next thing I knew, it was 19 people. So now, it's where you get this energy from. Why didn't they drain me? If you connect with Source, directly with Source, it's all about where you are mentally, emotionally, spiritually. The energy flow through you and to that person. They get what they need. None of it affects you in any way at all. Prior to that, when I worked in the hospital walking with people, I didn't realize these people were draining me. They didn't know they were draining me. They were like energy vampires. I have a little light and they take some of it. They don't know they're doing it. We can't blame them. And there are even people around us that might do that. People that complain a lot. They drain you. And that's a different form of energy drain when people complain a lot. Anyway, with that, learning Reiki, sometimes, you start working on somebody, different forms of healing modalities comes into play in regards to where the energy flows, how it comes. And with doing that, I happen to have a lot of different experiences, and I see what's wrong with people. So one day I was driving to school and I spoke to my friend and I said, I saw this person and I was able to go into their body energetically and see what's going on with them. And I'm like, what is that all about? And she had a name for it. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? It's like, so different things like that happen, different experiences like that happen. Anyway, with that happening, I decide to, after vegging out for how many months, I decided to go and work for a place where I did massage. And I did that for a while. And because of the pandemic, I could not massage anymore because I am not 6 feet apart. The clients I had travel all over the world, going on business trips, being with a lot of other people. This virus does not pick anyone. It just is. It exists. It does not say, I will not pick you because you are this or you are that. It exists. And having somebody's face in a face cradle, I don't think they can have a mask on. I would have to have a mask on, and when I massage, I get very hot. Very, very hot. And being in a closed room that's not properly ventilated, I don't know how it is now. The air is not enough for me, and I don't feel it would be safe for me to risk endangering my family to help someone feel better that way. If I was helping someone in a different way, yes, but not that way. So I went into a deep dive, you might say, people call it that, into really, really trying to heal myself. Now, I was doing this all along, but because I was not working there, I felt I had the freedom to do that, so I did. Just trying to heal different aspects of self.